The gentleman from California is recognized for 5 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Just want to touch on a few of the great things on this reform bill. Make no mistake, this will reform passenger rail as we know it today in many different areas. First of all, we expect that Amtrak will be utilized more often, in a more efficient way, in a more transparent way, operating more like a business that will give results back to its customers. This is going to be a bill that sets up different lines of business. So if you're on the Northeast Corridor and you're paying a ticket that is high price, you don't want to subsidize Amtrak across the nation, your money is now going to stay on the Northeast Corridor, so you have not only improved infrastructure, but a smoother ride, a more efficient ride, a quicker transit time. We want to fix rail across the nation. We want to make sure that we're doing it in a fiscally responsible manner. And on the Northeast Corridor, we are going to see significant improvements and jobs created at the same time. We're going to see in other areas of the country, in areas like mine, where you've got rail that we want to extend further, we want to be able to utilize RIF loans. RIF loans have been a great program that has been sorely underutilized. I mean, you talk to companies out there that want to use RIF loans, it is amazing that they won't even apply for them because they know that it will slow their projects down. The wait time in actually getting them approved to release that capital will shut your project down, so they just don't apply. We streamline that process so that we can actually unleash that capital, not only for Amtrak to improve its lines of business, but for other rails across the entire country to improve theirs as well. We also introduced competition. This leverages private sector to reduce Amtrak subsidies and uses our stations and right-of-way as actual income streams. Amtrak should be utilizing every income stream available to them and utilizing their right-of-way for signage, for cell phone towers, utilizing their stations to actually generate a larger profit. But let me just touch on one other area that I'm very, very passionate about. One that hasn't been talked about a lot on this floor, but one that's getting a great deal of press across the entire country. To those families that have a pet at home, to those families that have to make a decision, do I leave my dog or cat at home, or am I actually able to travel with them on a train? Right now they have to make a decision to either take a car or take an airplane. It is amazing to me to find out, as somebody from California, when I travel back and forth with my dog, I can put them on a plane, but yet I can't put them on a train to go up to the Northeast Corridor or anywhere else across the country. This is something that will allow new riders that didn't previously want to ride the train before because they couldn't take their pet on there to do so, but also a new revenue generation with paying for those pets the same way that our airplanes across the country pay for their pets as well. So this is a great bipartisan bill, one that I am very proud that we reached across both aisles. We whipped every member of the Transportation Committee to make sure that we had true results across the entire country to get not only bipartisan support, but unanimous support. You talk about the right way to get a bill done. This is it. By encouraging members of both parties to actually work together for real reforms that move America forward. This rail bill does just that. It will create jobs. It will create a more efficient passenger rail. And this is going to give new opportunities to those that never were able to ride rail before, the opportunity to be greater involved. Let me just touch on one last point. Across the entire country, our passenger rail oftentimes rides on our freight rail system. They have to share the same tracks. Well, one of the challenges is we have bottlenecks across the entire country. And as we expand that new infrastructure, as we create these new jobs, as we create greater efficiencies, we need to be able to do it in a timely and cost-effective manner. So what we've done is cut a lot of red tape, streamlined our process. There's both environmental and historic review that we actually put time periods on. We want to do the reviews. We want to make sure that it still remains historic and that we are being environmentally sensitive. We're just saying let's streamline the process so we can get the projects done quickly getting people to work, and getting a rail system that is like no other across the entire globe. We have great improvements here. I'm very proud of this bill and the work that we've done here, and I'm looking for a full passage this afternoon, and I yield back. Thank you.